परमहंस परिव्राज का आचार्य अष्टोत्तर सतृषि श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरण अरविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ISKCON फाउंडर आचार्य बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य डिवाइन ग्रेस श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपी गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्यामा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा मैया की जय। जमुना मैया की जय। श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय। श्री श्री राधा श्यामा सुंदर ललिता विशाखा देवी की जय। श्री श्री गौरनिताय की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद्भागवतम की जय। वृंदा देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। समवेत वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय। ऑल ग्लोरी टू असेंबली ऑफ डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरी टू असेंबली ऑफ डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरी टू असेंबली ऑफ डिवोटीज। श्री गुरु श्री गुरु। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमः भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिके। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 39, Akrura's Vision. In this chapter, today's text 28. Nivārayāmaḥ samupetya mādhavam kim no akariṣyan kula-vṛddha-bāndhavāḥ mukunda-saṅgān nimiṣārdha-dustyajād daivena vidhvaṁsita-dīna-cetasām nivārayāmaḥ samupetya mādhavam kim no kariṣyan kula-vṛddha-bāndhavāḥ mukunda-saṅgān nimiṣārdha-dustyajād daivena vidhvaṁsita-dīna-cetasām nivārayāmaḥ samupetya mādhavam kim no kariṣyan kula-vṛddha-bāndhavāḥ mukunda-saṅgān nimiṣārdha-dustyajād daivena vidhvaṁsita-dīna-cetasām nivārayāmaḥ samupetya mādhavam kim no kariṣyan kula-vṛddha-bāndhavāḥ mukunda-saṅgān nimiṣārdha-dustyajād daivena vidhvaṁsita-dīna-cetasām Vaishnavis, word meaning. Nivārayāmaḥ, let us stop. Samupetya, going up to him. Mādhavam, Kṛṣṇa. Kim, what? Naha, to us. Akariṣyan, will do. Kula, of the family. Vṛddha, the elders. Bāndhavāḥ, and our relatives. Mukunda-saṅgāt, from the association of Lord Mukunda. Nimiṣa, of the wink of an eye. Ardha, of one half. Dustyajāt, which is impossible to give up. Daivena, by faith. Vidhvaṁsita, separated. Dīna, wretched. Cetasām, whose hearts. Translation and purport by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada.
Translation.
How can we exist without Ananta's friend Kṛṣṇa, who in the evening would return to Braja? 28. Translation. Let us directly approach Mādhava and stop him from going. What can our family elders and other relatives do to us? Now that fate is separating us from Mukunda, our hearts are already wretched, for we cannot bear to give up his association even for a fraction of a second. Please repeat. Let us directly approach Mādhava and stop him from going. What can our family elders and other relatives do to us now that fate is separating us from Mukunda? Our hearts are already wretched, for we cannot bear to give up his association even for a fraction of a second. Purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur describes what the gopis thought. Let us go right up to Kṛṣṇa and pull at his clothes and hands and insist that he get down from his chariot and stay here with us. We will tell him, don't bring upon yourself the sinful reactions for murdering so many women. But if we do that, said another gopis, our relatives and the village elders will discover our sacred love for Kṛṣṇa and abandon us. But what can they do to us? Yes, our lives are already wretched now that Kṛṣṇa is leaving. We have nothing to lose. That's right, we will remain in the Vrindavan forest, just like presiding deities or goddesses, and then we can fulfill our true desire to stay with Kṛṣṇa in the forest. Yes, and even if the elders and our relatives punish us by beating us or locking us up, we can still live happily with the knowledge that Kṛṣṇa is residing in our village. Some of our girlfriends who are not imprisoned will cleverly find a way to bring us the remnants of Kṛṣṇa's food, and then we can remain alive. But if Kṛṣṇa is not stopped, we will certainly die. Om Ajnānatimirandhasya Jnānanjana Sailakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurubhe Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadāmayam Dadati Sapadantikam Vande Aham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Kṛṣṇa Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhanitānscha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Kṛṣṇa Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Kṛṣṇa Prema Pradayate Kṛṣṇāya Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Namine Gauratise Namaha He Kṛṣṇa Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute tapta kanchana gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Kṛṣṇa 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this incident is happened here in a Braja Nandagram, just in southeast of Nandagram. There is a village, Bijwari, that where Akrura's chariot was there, and Kṛṣṇa Balaram already mounted a chariot. They are sitting there. Kṛṣṇa Balaram already seated there. So then the gopis, they in a group, all gopis are surrounding the chariot there. And then before, you have read many verses before. So the gopis are thinking, we will not allow Kṛṣṇa to go. Why? If Kṛṣṇa wants to go, Kṛṣṇa and Balaram, they are already seated in chariot. Then why gopis did not want him to go? Atmendriya prativancha tare kahi kam. Krishnendriya prativancha dhare prem naam. And the gopis are in which platform? No doubt gopis are the topmost devotee. As Narada Muni made a research who is the topmost devotee of Kṛṣṇa, then his research was concluded in Bhagavad-Gita that the gopis in Vrindavan, the gopis, and among the gopis Radharani's love for Kṛṣṇa is topmost. Then how the Kṛṣṇa wants to go and the gopis did not want to let him go. So actually what Kṛṣṇa wanted internally, what can give topmost pleasure to Kṛṣṇa, that is only his pure devotee could understand. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy, they told that though our worshipable Lord is Kṛṣṇa, Aradhya Bhagavan Vrajesa Tanaya, Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachit Upasana. Vrajavadhu Vargena Ja Kalpita. This is topmost devotion for Kṛṣṇa. Srimad, where is the proof? Srimad Bhagavatam, Ramana Mamalam, Prema Pumartha Mahan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Mutamidam, Tatrodhara Napara. So, these gopis, they know that Kṛṣṇa's heart is in Braja. His heart is not in Mathura. So, they are contemplating and they are thinking that if Kṛṣṇa will be in Braja, in an Nandagram, with his parents and his coward boy friends and specifically with gopis, then that will give him topmost pleasure. But somehow or other Kṛṣṇa is now already sitting with his elder brother because Akrura informed them secretly to Kṛṣṇa Balaram that why he came to, first he came to Nandagram, but Kṛṣṇa Balaram in a secluded place asked Akrura why you came. Then they disclosed that he came as a messenger of Kamsa. Kamsa sent him to bring them, Kṛṣṇa Balaram, to Mathura. And he told, then Kṛṣṇa Balaram asked about the situation of the Jadavas and his parents, about Vasudeva and Devaki. And then Akrura explained them that how hearing from Narada Muni, Kamsa heard from Narada Muni that both you and your elder brother Balaram, both Kṛṣṇa Balaram, you are the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. So he is harassing your parents, Vasudeva and Devaki, like anything. They put them in prison. And all the Jadavas were also, they are also harassed like anything by Kamsas. Situation was very bad in Mathura. So Akrura insisted, Kṛṣṇa Balaram, you must come to Mathura immediately. He knows that Kṛṣṇa is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And it is, if Kṛṣṇa comes, then Kamsa will be killed. But here, the situation is that, but everyone is agreed. Even Nanda Maharaj and Upananda, they are also agreed. They are also going with this Akrura's chariot. Or in the coward boy, they are also going. But the gopis they could understand what will happen in the future. They are understanding that if Kṛṣṇa is going to Mathura, means he is going, he is not return. He will not return. That's why they are rebuking everyone. And they are all foolishly. Nanda, Upananda and this coward boyfriend, they are foolishly just letting Kṛṣṇa to go. But we know, once Kṛṣṇa go to Mathura, he will not return. That is the Gopiya's thinking. That's why they don't want Kṛṣṇa to go to Mathura. They want to stop him. Somehow or other, Kṛṣṇa must be stopped, not to go. Even in this, they're telling that, let us go directly approach Kṛṣṇa. So gopis and they get together and they're telling Mādhava, let us directly approach Mādhava. Nivārayāmaḥ, samupetya Mādhava. Let's together approach Mādhava and stop him from going. Then they are thinking, some other gopi telling, if we will stop, then maybe our family members, elders and other relatives, they will be displeased. They will not allow us to do so. But then what can our family elders and other relatives do to us? Someone is telling, one gopi. No one can do anything. We'll go together and force. Now, they're telling our fate is separating us from Mukunda. Our hearts are already wretched. We cannot bear the separation for a moment. Nimiṣa Chakyusa prayusaitam sunyaitam jagat sarvam govinda virahanam. Just like in ISKCON, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is reciting this verse. So, Jugaita nimiṣa chakyusa prayusaitam. One juga. Just here is translation text. Half of a nimiṣa. Half of just, we cannot tolerate. We cannot bear to give up his association even for a fraction of a second. Cannot bear. So Bhusna Chakravarti, that's why telling that how the situation, this situation is as explained by, just like the Brahman, the wives of the Brahmanas. When they heard that Kṛṣṇa Balaram is in forest, just here in Bhatroli village. Yesterday some devotees went there, not tomorrow, they will go. Okay. So when they heard Kṛṣṇa Balaram is in forest and they want some food, so immediately these Brahmanas' wives, they ran away, they did not care for their husband, their family members, all these things. They seem to run away with all whatever they cooked for the yajnas. To be these foods are supposed to be offered in yajna. But this Brahmana patnis, these wives of the Brahmanas, they run with all these cooked foods, cooked stuffs, just to please Kṛṣṇa Balaram. So But their position is not like gopis, nor their love is in such in the highest level like gopis' love. They are not. They are thinking Kṛṣṇa. Why they run with all the foods, everything to Kṛṣṇa? Because they know that Kṛṣṇa. They consider Kṛṣṇa as Narayan, as the God. For the gopis, they are thinking Kṛṣṇa as their beloved. They love Kṛṣṇa. Their love is in topmost extent. So even the Brahmana wives, they wanted to also stay in forest. They are also talked like this. If we look at the Kṛṣṇa, when Kṛṣṇa asked the Brahmana wives after feeding Kṛṣṇa Balaram, then they asked him to return. They refused. They also refused. We don't want to go return back to our home. We will stay in forest, and please accept us as your maidservant. We will stay in forest, and we simply want to serve you. We don't want to take the position of the gopis, your lovers or your girlfriends, but we will stay here and serve your lotus feet. Whenever the flowers, tulsi and flowers will fall down from your body, just will get some these flowers and tulsi leaves. In this way, we'll be pleased. And how can our relatives and family members, we have already left them, so they will not accept us again. But Kṛṣṇa told, no, you go. They will accept. Nothing will happen. The Brahmana's wives returned. They understood that Kṛṣṇa, if telling that no, they will accept, Because in the hearts of every living entity there is Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa could convince everyone. So, but here, Gopis also, Vishnu Chakra Thakur is writing, that is right. We will remain in the Vrindavan forest, just like presiding goddesses. And then we can fulfill our true desire to stay with Kṛṣṇa in forest. So, but the love of gopis is much higher than the wives of Brahmanas. Because they are thinking only, and what is their thinking? Even if the elders of our relative or our relatives punish us by beating us or locking us up, we can still live happily with the knowledge that Kṛṣṇa is residing in our village. So gopis are thinking that Kṛṣṇa going to Mathura, but staying in Mathura, the situation he could not be pleased, like he is pleased in Braja. Nandagram with his parents, Nanda, Jasoda and other coward boys and gopis, Kṛṣṇa is more pleased here. Because Kṛṣṇa, generally, this general statement like Vrindavan parityajya padam ekam na gacchati. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is told, Kṛṣṇa eka jadu sambhuta jastu brajendranandana Vrindavana parityajyam padam ekam na gacchati. From Rudra Jamala. So, that's why gopis, they are thinking, we don't want to allow Kṛṣṇa to go to Mathura. But we could understand, if Kṛṣṇa, these gopis are not in a pure love, in a stage of topmost love for Kṛṣṇa, and Kṛṣṇa will not make this statement after. No parayeham nirabadya samyujam sosadhu krityam vibudhayusa pivah yamas māvajan durjayan geha sunkhala sambrusya tadvaha pratijātu sadhuna. Kṛṣṇa told to the gopis, O gopis, as you love me, there is no comparison to it. Kṛṣṇa told that, O gopis, I am not able to repay my debt for your spotless service. Even within lifetime of Brahma, your connection with me is beyond reapproach. You have worshipped me, cutting off all domestic ties, which are difficult to break. Therefore, please let your own glorious deeds be your own compensation. So in this way, you could see the glories of the gopis are even recognized by Kṛṣṇa himself. And specifically, when Kṛṣṇa appeared in this age of Kali as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not different from Kṛṣṇa. He is Kṛṣṇa himself. Brajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Suta Haila Sei Balaram Haila Nitai. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and though in Yuga Dharma he is preaching the Yuga Dharma just externally, telling everyone to chant Kṛṣṇa, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but internally he was chanting the names of gopis. That's why this student, they went and they saw that the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai Pandit is chanting gopis, names of gopis, Gopi, Gopi, Lalita, Visakha, the gopis' name. They could not understand why. Then one boy, even one student advised Mahaprabhu, why are you chanting these names of gopis? You should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If you chant Hare Krishna, that is better. Why are you chanting this name? Then he became angry because his mood was different. He was thinking day and night and the glorious activities of the gopis. That is the internal reason why he appeared. Why Kṛṣṇa came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He appeared as Gauranga. Jadi Gaura, that's why Narottam Das Thakur used to say, Jadi Gaura na haita, tabe ki haita, kemana dhari tamde, Radhara mahima, prema rasa sima, jagate janat ke. To preach the glories, to know the world about the glories of gopis and Radharani. Kṛṣṇa himself appeared as Gauranga. If Gauranga Mahaprabhu not disclosed the glories of the gopis and Radharani, who could understand these things? That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, and he was preaching this internal, that is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is telling that Radhaya Pranaya Madhuri Kidrisava Naiva. The glorious love of Radharani for Kṛṣṇa. Radhaya Pranaya Madhuri Kidrisava Naiva Jena Adbhuta Madhurima Kidrisava Madhya. Sokhyam Chasya Madanu Bhavata Kidrisam Beti Lobha Iti Samadhya Samajani Sachi Garbhasindhu Harindu. So Lord Hari, Gaura Hari appeared from the womb of Mother Sachi just to understand, to realize himself about these three activities. That why Radharani love so much, the gopis love so much to Kṛṣṇa. What they achieve by loving him? There's something they must be benefited. There must be some reason. Kṛṣṇa could not, even himself could not understand the glories of the Radharani and gopis. That's why he was appeared as Gauranga, as a devotee. He came as a devotee. And Bahe Gaura, Antar Kṛṣṇa, Bahe Gaura. He's Kṛṣṇa, but appeared outwardly as a devotee, as Gauranga. So, that is only the most confidential devotee they understood. Like his Ramananda Rai was Visakha Sakhi, he saw Kṛṣṇa. He told, oh, first I saw you as a sannyasi, now again I am seeing as a Nanda Goparupa, as a Kawad boy, son of Nanda Maharaj. Now I am seeing something other. You are not only Nanda, there is, you are covered with a Kanchana Panchalika, with the effulgence of Radharani, daughter of Dusavanu. So he appearing again, Radha and Kṛṣṇa together. So this is only, so Mahaprabhu, that's why he to understand these things, the glories of Radharani's love, And what is the sweetness of himself? That is the gopis. Why gopis are so much attracted to Kṛṣṇa? What is the special things, the sweetness with him? Even Kṛṣṇa himself seeing his own in reflection in in a mirror or some the pillars of the jewel pillars, then he sees his own what is called? See his own figure and there. Then he told, oh, how much beautiful this person. When Kṛṣṇa wants to embrace himself, how can he embrace himself? So it's not possible. So then he was thinking, what type of pleasure this gopis and Radharani has, and Sokhyam Chasyam Adanubhavat Kidrisam Veti Lobhat. 3 types of greed in Mahaprabhu's mind. So that's why Kṛṣṇa appeared, and day and night he was just thinking about gopis. He's thinking about gopis, and internally he would try to understand these things. So even in Gaura Lila we see this Akrura. In Kṛṣṇa Lila he was separating this gopis and Brajavasis from separating the Brajavasis from Kṛṣṇa, taking Kṛṣṇa Balaram to Mathura. And in Gaura Lila also there is Akrura. Akrura also appeared as Kesav Bharati. This in Gaur Gana, this is the title. Kesav Bharati is Akrura. So Kesav Bharati, he took giving sannyas to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he separated all the Navadip Vasis from Gauranga. There is no difference between Braja, Vrindavan and Navadip. There is Dhamaprad to see the difference between them. So even this Kesav Bharati just separated the Navadip Vasis. Mother Sachi and they all. They just separated them by giving sannyas to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to go to Mahaprabhu. He just sent Mahaprabhu from out of Navadip. So why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas? What is this? This is the one is just external, just they see this cow of these students, the Brahman boys, they are criticizing him. So just to want externally that he will take sannyas, then everyone should pay obeisances to him. So he will deliver everyone. As a sannyasi, everyone will pay him obeisances, and some other he will be, then they will be delivered. But why he took sannyas, actually, there is a conversation between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Loknath Goswami. Loknath Goswami is a classmate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu sending him to Vrindavan, go to Vrindavan. Before 6 Goswamis came to Vrindavan, 2 other Goswamis came, Loknath Goswami and Bhugarva Goswami. So Loknath Goswami has not agreed to come to Vrindavan. Why shall I go to Vrindavan? I am here, in your association. Why go to Vrindavan? Why you want to send me to Vrindavan? So Mahaprabhu in one article that Guru Govind Maharaj narrating, one day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu privately revealed his internal thoughts to Loknath Goswami. Mahaprabhu explained everything to him about the internal and external unhappiness that was influencing his conduct. The Lord said, I feel dissatisfied remaining silent about the nature of my appearance and mission. But to whom can I speak about this confidential subject matter? I can influence some to respect Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita. But who will actually hear from me and understand my mission? Some people criticize me and others even jeer at me. I have come to Gauda Desa manifesting the mood of Srimati Radharani. I want to experience Radha's feelings of separation from her beloved Kṛṣṇa. For my sake, Srimati Radharani has given up her family and wealth and has completely dedicated herself to my service. The memory of me has caused her to become lean and thin. She is not even concerned about her appearance, and she never looks at the face of another man. Eager to my company, she remains constantly absorbed in hearing and chanting about me. Being angry with me, she used to complain about my character to the flower groves and the Jamuna. But upon seeing me, she would immediately forget her anger. To Radharani, one day separation from me is like 100 years, 1,000 years. She is my beloved. Together we enjoy transcendental pastimes in Vrindavan. She is the reason why I live in Vrindavan. She is my life and I am the same to her. My friends, servants, fathers, mothers are all bereft of this mellow. Only the gopis can understand it. O Lokanath, I tell you, Radha has such love that I remain indebted to her. So, Mahaprabhu said, this indebtedness is one cause of my unhappiness. Please listen to another cause. That is another external cause, because another Brahmana who has committed a great sin by criticizing. Because when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his pastimes, internal kirtans in Sivasangan, then one Brahmana came and he wanted to see the kirtan, wanted to enter the house, but the house was closed. Door was closed. So the next day when Mahaprabhu went to Ganga taking bath, this Brahmana was there. Then he cursed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So you will not able to enjoy the material happiness. Anyhow, that the Brahmana does not recognize Kṛṣṇa's supreme position, not beyond Kṛṣṇa as Guru. He has worshipped Kṛṣṇa's servants, the Devas. So, like this, the one reason Mahaprabhu told that he want to understand what is the mood of Radharani, why Radharani loves him. Another he told that the external reason is just to the Brahmanas they could not understand who is Gauranga. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kṛṣṇa himself, and they are simply committing offenses, considering him simply another Brahmana like them. So Mahaprabhu is telling, if I will take sannyas, then all these Brahmanas, they will naturally they pay me respect, pay me obeisances. In this way they will be free from offenses. But my real reason to taking sannyas is to simply to understand the pure love of the gopis and Srimati Radharani. So in this way we could understand that how even Kṛṣṇa himself, he is thinking that I cannot repay your debts, the debts of the gopis, and he is not able to understand the gopis. So, this is my external consideration. Listen, O Lokanath, accepting the mood of Radha is my only necessity. Who is there who can listen to or understand the state of my mind? Radha wears blue-colored garments, the color of my complexion, and in this way attains happiness. But when separated from me, Radha would wear a saffron-colored dress and always think of herself as my maidservant. Feeling separation from me, Radha and the gopis have given up their lives. Now I shall also give up my life for her. You will see me that condition. O Lokanath, adopting Radha's complexion and the saffron-colored cloth of separation, I will become her maidservant and get happiness. Wearing the saffron-colored dress of separation on my body, I will sing the glorious qualities of Radharani. Her wonderful qualities are not possible to describe. Even if I took birth 100 times in this world, I could not describe them all. I tell you, Lokanath, by the wonderful qualities of her love, she has put me in her debt. Singing her glories, I will flood the universe with her fame. then she will give me her mercy. Getting her prema, I shall cry and dance in Sankirtan with dust all over my body. Saying this, Lord Gauranga, the Gaurarai began to cry, chanting Radha's name, Radha, Radha. Oh, Vrindavan, then he fell unconscious. So in this way, we could understand how even the glories of the gopis, even Kṛṣṇa himself, telling that I could not repay the debt. I am simply trying my best by remembering their glorious activities. That's why, just like Mahaprabhu is telling, just like the gopis, Radharani, they left everything for Kṛṣṇa. They did not care for their family members, their relatives, their husband, everything. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu is thinking in this pastime, I also left everything. Like gopis left everything. I must left my mother, my home relatives, everything, all my connections. So then I could understand the mood of gopis and Radharani. So thinking in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also left his home, his wife, his mother, and everything. He just taking the mood of the gopis and Radharanis, he gave up everything. And day and night, he just engaged in hearing the confidential pastimes, the glories of Radharani and gopis, specifically with Radha and with Lalita. Who is Lalita? This, anyhow, Swarup Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Rai, Lalita Visakha. Day and night, he just going and talking, like a madman. He was just talking about these confidential relations with Kṛṣṇa and gopis. Just to understand, realize what is the love of Kṛṣṇa, the gopis and Radharani for Kṛṣṇa. So, who can glorify? That's why it is very difficult. In general, we are like a conditioned souls. It is not a subject matter for us to understand all these confidential things. So, it is only just like, unless Prabhupada came and he gave us all this Chaitanya Charitamrita and all this Bhagavatam, everything. So, at least in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Prabhupada gave everything. This is postgraduate study. There are many chapters about when Ramananda, there's conversation between Ramananda Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In this last parts of these conversations, also the detail about the glories of the gopis, many incidents, they are discussed in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, it is very difficult to understand these things. So, but this is the Gaudiya philosophy. No other sampradaya could understand the glories of the gopis and Radharani. This is, unless Baladev Vidyabhushan came and he wrote this commentary on Vedanta Sutra, the Govinda Bhashya. And by logic and argument, by scholarship, by the special mercy of Radha Govinda Dev, they established the Gaudiya Sampradaya. The Gaudiya Sampradaya, then there is worship of Radha Govinda together. Otherwise the people could not understand the glories of Radharani. Before Madhavendra Puri, people, they did not know anything about Radharani. Everyone just worshipping Lakshmi Narayan and Rukmani, Dwarkadhish or Satyabhama Dwarkadhish, they don't accept Radharani. But it is Madhavendra Puri first advised to his disciple Advaita Acharya to worship Radharani with Kṛṣṇa, to establish Radharani with Kṛṣṇa. So our sampradaya is it is the only something that we could understand by reading this literatures by the Goswamis, by Rupa Goswamis, Jiva Goswamis and Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Srila Prabhupada, and this Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charitamrita, then you can understand what is the philosophy. The topmost devotee or topmost devotional service is performed by the gopis and Radharani. Otherwise it is not possible to understand these things. So any question or comment? Yes. Yes. Mike. Vaishnava Seva.
So much appreciating devotees of each other. Even Swami, Swami, he was so much serving the Brajavasis. People love him very dearly.
Yes.
And also Lord Chaitanya speaking that that person who not offending Vaishnavas and serving them with full heart and chant that my name, I will personally take him to Krishna. Every time there is a problem, when you're trying to go to your sadhana, to increase your chanting, to make it more honest and to make more strict sadhana, you do everything nice, but you don't see the people around you, and you just concentrate on your own self, on your own sadhana. But when you try to make your attention on the Vaishnavas, you're serving them, everything becomes nicely, everybody happy, but your sadhana is a little bit disturbed. So where is the balance? How to find the balance? Because so much years I
So this Prabhupada gave very easy things for sadhana. You have to ISKCON chant in morning hours. How many rounds? 16 rounds. In the morning hour, you finish your rounds. After Bhagavatam class, then after 9 o'clock prasadam, you are free to serve. So during service, why you will mix your sadhana? There no more this is sadhana to serving Vaishnavas. Whole day you can serve Vaishnavas. Chadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Paiche Keva. Narottam Das Thakur says. But when you are serving, then you serve. Go on serving. What is the problem? Those who are chanting lakhs of names, they may be 1 lakh, 2 lakh, bhajananandis, but Prabhupada gave us simple thing. Chant 16 rounds in morning hour, then after Bhagavatam class and prasadam, then you can free to serve. Don't mix up sadhana and service together.
But there is also, you should read Prabhupada's books every day, you should listen to lectures of the Gurudev every day, you should...
There 24 hours. If 24 hours is there, if you make it in the proper routine, see the time, if you want to follow the time, how to use the time, then you see the Bhaktivinoda Thakur's chart, how you utilize the times, 24 hours. You have enough time, if you make them type the proper time, this time is for this time is like this, then you can get. If you regulate it in a proper way, there is enough time. These people, they are even chanting. Bhaktivinoda Thakur was magistrate, he was doing 6 years in court, this service, and he is writing so many books and doing sadhana, everything. How he is getting time? So you have to follow the Mahajans, just try to. Their time is enough. It is only our weakness. Okay. So any other question? Yes. Yes, give mic there.
Thank you so much for this commitment. So, when I realized that this is really love, and it removed a lot of anxiety because in the West we don't know this, and I found that it's very bonding to love God, to know how the feminine side and the masculine side react, because in the West, if there is any problem, people cut and take kali, and there are a lot of divorce and separation. There is a lot of people who become impersonal and egoist. So I found a lot of hope nourishing. It's nourishing the soul and the understanding of feminine and masculine side of the society. I wanted to say that.
So what is your question? Just comment.
Question.
Okay.
Comment or question. I wanted to say that. Thank you for giving us hope.
Comment. This is a comment. Okay. Any question? Any other comment? Question? Okay. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण।